Okay, so the remake of the game on Moonlight Madness, and I'm about to fall asleep, so I'm just really tired. It's almost 5 a.m., and I can't stay up anymore. So this is going to be the last game for tonight, and I'll pick up the rest of the series tomorrow. But we got Flash and Classic. The first game on this map was in fact a draw. Flash went for an absurd base race situation, and then changed his mind, and it didn't work out. So he went from a win to a stalemate. Classic went for the Proxy Oracle and into a one base Tempest all-in. Didn't really work out too well for him. Tempest do surprisingly almost no damage at all. So what's going to be interesting is if the players decide to switch up their strategies or not. I'm sure Classic is going to have to switch up his strategy because he was definitely in a losing position. Flash might just end up doing the same thing over again. Yep, so far so good. It's a very interesting map, Moonlight Madness. There's, I think the most important thing on this map is going to be figuring out which way you want to expand, because these are going to be your three main bases, but depending on how fast you take this base, if you take this base faster, it mines out faster. So later on the rocks don't become important, but if you take this base and then this base is your third, then the rocks become a lot more important, and the opponent can be a lot more aggressive when going from this way to this way and attacking you. It looks like Classic isn't going for a proxy, but he is going for the double gas. So he's definitely changed up his build. I'm not even sure where his. I think there's there's a pylon there, and Flash is gonna scout it. Yeah, he's gonna scout it. So Classic trying to fool Flash a little bit, pretending it's a proxy oracle again. In fact, he took his two guys off of the gas. This is actually cool. We're going to see a macro game from both of these players on this map. Neither player wants to cheese again because they've already shown their cheese cards, kind of, or like their responses, and not the best thing to do it again in a second game. So both players actually taking their naturals behind the rocks. I agree with that decision a lot. That's what I do on this map in TVP and TVZ. It also makes it a little bit more difficult to scout if your opponent actually has a base or not. Classic still following up with a starport. Looks like Flash is going to be going for his 3cc build. I'm very curious to see what he does because the last time he did this, I believe, was against Hero on Echo. I recently watched the VOD, and Flash made a wall off to prevent DTs from walking through. But more importantly, okay, so he does see the Stargate. I'm a little bit. Now, I guess it could have been scouted from the other direction too. There was no way to prevent that scout. It's also a very fast Oracle as well, so Flash was getting that eBay up really fast. I was kind of hoping for a Stargate, more standard Stargate timing to see if Flash would forget or not forget, just not make the eBay or not. But when the Stargate's this fast, it's before the Stalker and the Warp Gate, so it's still fast Stargate, but it is very easy to scout it because the only thing to prevent the scout of a Stargate this early is the Mothership Core, and it's not fast enough to ward the Reaper away. 2 missile turrets on the way. I don't know if I don't think Flash has 6 Marines. Okay, he does have 6 Marines. He has 8 Marines, I think, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 7. That's a weird number to have. Ah! Okay, that's okay. Well, only 1 kill. That's all right. He does see the 3rd command center though. That's important. So Flash going for this 3cc build. It seems to be his standard go-to macro build in TVP right now, and it's been working out pretty well for him because in the pre-game statistics, it was shown that Flash is 5-0 in his past or in his past recent TVPs. That spot is going to get really annoying. That Oracle doesn't just fly in and out and pick SCVs going to the natural. That's a very fast Robo Bay going down too. So the main difference from this game from the one on Coda is that okay, this is definitely going to be a 2-base all-in. But the main difference from the game on Coda is that Classic was able to scout this third command center a lot faster. At least almost 3 minutes. He didn't scout it till about the 10-minute mark on Coda, so he scouted it about 3 minutes faster now. That gives him a lot more time to adapt his play style. And we see an Immortal being made. That's a very big tell that it's going to be an all-in or very aggressive play to say the least, because no observers, instead getting the Immortal, and he's getting a very fast Robo Bay. He's going to start his Colossus. He's starting thermal range immediately as well. That's another big tell that on the explosion of gateways. So he's for sure going for a big all-in. We're going to see how well it works on this map. Of course, you can go up the main base. You can go up through the rocks as well. So it'll be pretty interesting. Flash's Stargate, or Starport, I'm sorry, is pretty slow as well. He had to delay it a lot because he had to get the missile turrets out because of the Oracle. That one Marine, I believe, saw the 2 sentries, so Flash is a good idea that it's going to be an all-in of some sort. That's a lot of gateways as well. Okay, he cancels one. I think he had one too many. I think he has like 7 gateways right now. So, let's see. He's getting a second starport really fast, and 2 more barracks is really fast as well. Okay, no, never mind. That's his 4th and 5th. That's normal. But the move out is coming right now. So what Flash decides to do is, I believe he's going to go out and greet this move out. I think this is the right decision to make. That Oracle, man, wow. But I think this is a never mind. I thought what Flash was going to try to do was to force out like some sentries or try to take a good trade before the pylon goes in, before Classic can warp in a bunch of units. But I think Flash is just screwed right now because this is a very, 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 very strong all-in. We see Flash canceling his gases, canceling the supply depot, and immediately making barracks. He knows he has to evacuate that base ASAP. Yeah, you have to get out pretty soon as well. You don't want to lose the command center. And he's making Vikings as soon as possible. The most important thing he has to do right now is buy time. I think he actually... The way that the bunkers are placed, he has a very good angle, so it's hard for Classic to actually go up there and attack. So I think Classic is going around. He's going to hit the rocks. Flash sees that with the scan. He also has a factory over there and an SCV to see that the rocks are breaking down. He immediately takes his 3rd base back. That's a good decision by him because it takes a really long distance, or it takes a really long time to go from one distance to the other. And it looks like Flash is evacuating this base as well. So I like what Flash is doing. It's a very intelligent decision, but now, oh my gosh, now he has to break down these rocks because Classic isn't exactly attacking quite yet. He's buying his time. But it's also good for Flash as well because he's buying his time to get his Viking count up. Although, Flash is losing a lot of mining time doing this. So, although he's buying time, he's not actually gaining that big of an advantage. Simply because he's only mining effectively on one base for a really long time while these shenanigans are going on. So, Flash at a disadvantage, a clear disadvantage right now. Not in a game-ending disadvantage because Classic cannot lose this army. Flash cannot attack, Classic cannot attack. Classic now only starting his double forges as well. He doesn't have a Twilight Council, so his charge and blink are going to be pretty delayed. So Flash still has a very sizable army, and his armies are very well made up. Oh, the Mothership Core goes down. That's actually not that big of a pick-off to warrant that much excitement. It's just, it was a nice pick-off for free. Gotta rebuild that Mothership Core. Money you don't want to spend. Okay, so the bases have been retaken. That's an absurd amount of sentries though, so Classic already did enough indirect damage with his attack for me to consider that it was totally worth it. And his sentries are also building up energy while we wait as well. That's 7 sentries. They're all probably going to be close to max. So he's going to have like 20 plus 20 plus force fields. And there's just nothing Flash can do to stop this right now. This attack is going to come. His army's going to get cut in half. And then he's going to lose. If Classic decides to fight, though. But he's not forcing the issue because Flash does have a good Viking count, so it would be harder for the Colossi to get a good amount, or to get like some good shots off before they just die. So it's good that Classic is going up to a second part of the attack. He's increasing his immortal account. He's only on 3 Colossi, so this is one of the things that I was hoping he would do from game 1. He readjust his build. Flash is overmaking Vikings now because Classic is only at 3 Colossi, and he's going to add a bunch of Archons, so he's going to have a very big charge lot. I don't think Charge is going to finish, actually, in time, but he's going to have Blink. He's going to have a lot of Immortals and Archons added to his army in the fight, and that's going to make a really big difference in the final fight. Not to mention the fact that he has a crap ton of sentries as well, so Flash pretty much essentially needs ghosts to be able to actually engage this army because of the amount of force fields that Classic has. Going for this double drop here is pretty nice, although it's scouted immediately because of the good pylon placement. Flash going home now, right? Yeah, he is. Doing light damage here, picking off what he can. 2 Zealots and a Pylon, 300 minerals, 400 minerals with that additional Zealot, 500 minerals, some probes. It's doing good damage. It's also forcing Classic's army out of position. Flash takes a good positioning. He's trying to catch some Colossi out of position. Oh my gosh! Okay, that's a really, really good picking off all of those Colossi. However, Classic is at the point where he's almost maxed out still, so that it's not a game-ending decision. He can chrono his gateways. He'll be back up at a healthy amount of supply. Okay, but this is really good by Flash. Doing this double-pronged attack. Classic's most certainly going to lose his Nexus. Now they're going into a semi-base trade situation, and I don't think... Yeah, Flash is going to be shut down really fast because of these DTs. But I don't think Flash is going to win this, actually. Maybe not. He's doing a good job at dealing damage against the Protoss player with... Oh my god. He's not scanning. But he's doing a very good job of dealing a lot of damage to the Protoss player, even despite the fact that he has a lot of force fields. That's funny. Those units are stuck. But I think Classic will win this. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. Classic wasn't able to get a good positioning up there. So it looks like evacuating your base on this map and just going up to the main ramp makes it extremely difficult to go up and actually attack on the map. And that bought Flash enough time to get ghosts out, so now these sentries are no longer good units. Flash did a very good job of buying time by splitting his army up and doing drops and being able to hold back on his side of the base. Now he has, oh my gosh, he has 7 ghosts out. Classic only has 1 Archon, and this game is over. So Flash played very, very well. He recognized that after the Colossi died, he would need to wait for ghosts before attacking. So he bought time by doing the drop, and he also landed the Vikings to do some damage as well. And also to buy time for the ghosts. I believe Flash is only at 1-1 upgrades too, though. If we could get a check, please. I wish we... Yep, he's only at 1-1 upgrades right now. And so Classic is desperately trying to do a lot of force fields. But these force fields are only buying time, and they're not buying time for much. There's no storm or anything, and Flash takes a very convincing game off of Classic again. Just very well played from being in a disadvantageous positioning to using his advantages to get him back into the game and ending up winning the game. So I'll have all these games uploaded that I casted tonight, and I'll finish casting this series tomorrow because Flash is on a roll here. I think actually it might already almost be over because he might end up 3-0 in Classic, but I'll get to the rest of it tomorrow. I'm really tired and I'm falling asleep, and I will see y'all in the next video.